What happens when two of the world's biggest economies clash? Tariffs soar, alliances shift, and global markets shake. Get ready because the gloves are off. President Donald Trump just unleashed a tariff tsunami on China.
Now China's paying a 104% tariff.
Jacking up duties to a jaw-dropping 125%. And China's not backing down. They've hit back with an 84% tax on American goods, and the world's two biggest economies are now locked in a full-blown trade war. Buckle up because this is about to get wild, and we're breaking it all down for you. Welcome to Entertain and Educate Talks, where we cut through the noise and dive deep into the stories shaping our world. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Today, we're unpacking the Trump-China tariff showdown with the latest updates as of April 9th, 2025. Let's dive in. Picture this. It's April 9th, 2025, and the US-China trade war just hit a boiling point. Trump's latest move? Slapping a massive 125% tariff on Chinese imports, up from 104% just days ago, effective immediately. Why? Because China dared to fight back.
Until they make a deal with us, they want to make a deal, they just don't know how to get it started. Because they're proud people.
That means every $100 item from China could now cost over $200 to American buyers. This is a bold economic strike aimed at forcing China back to the negotiation table. After Trump's earlier tariff hike to 54% last week, Beijing retaliated with a 34% tax on U.S. goods. Trump warned them, drop it by April 8th or else. China didn't flinch. Instead, they doubled down, raising their tariffs to a staggering 84% starting April 10th. This isn't a negotiation anymore. It's a slugfest. Now, Trump's betting big. He took to Truth Social saying, China wants a deal. They just don't know how to start because they're proud people. His team claims this was the plan all along. Goad China into retaliating, then crank up the pressure.
Look, I just spoke to the president about this, and he believes that China wants to make a deal with the United States. He believes China has to make a deal with the United States. It was a mistake for China to retaliate. The president, when America is punched, he punches back harder. That's why there will be 104% tariffs going into effect on China tonight at midnight.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent even bragged he's got maximum negotiating leverage now. But here's the twist. China's not begging for a deal. They're vowing to fight to the end. Beijing's message? The U.S. will reap what it sows. Ouch.
The U.S. side is still imposing extreme pressure on China by imposing tariffs indiscriminately. China firmly opposes and will never accept such arrogant and bullying behavior. If the U.S. really wants to solve the problem through dialogue and negotiations, it should show an attitude of equality, respect, and reciprocity. If the U.S. disregards the interests of both countries and the international community and insists on waging a tariff war and trade war, China will definitely retaliate.
So what's at stake? The U.S. is China's biggest trade partner, buying $440 billion worth of goods last year alone. With tariffs now at 125%, those products like electronics, clothes, and toys are about to get crazy expensive for Americans. Think your next iPhone or TV might cost double? It's not impossible. Meanwhile, China's 84% tariffs are hitting U.S. exports hard. Think soybeans, cars, and tech. This could choke billions in trade overnight. But China's not just sitting there taking punches. They're swinging back with more than tariffs. They've banned 18 U.S. companies, mostly defense-related, from doing business with them, adding to a list of 60 already blacklisted. They're also threatening to limit rare earth exports, those critical minerals that power everything from smartphones to electric cars. And here's a wild card. They might start dumping U.S. treasuries, shaking up global markets. Short-term pain for the U.S.? Maybe. Long-term chaos? Definitely possible. Now here's where it gets juicy. China's playing the long game. They can't replace $440 billion in U.S. exports overnight, so they're speed dating new trade partners. Just this week, they've cozied up to Japan and South Korea, pledging deeper economic ties. They're wooing Europe too, offering the EU an alliance against Trump's tariffs. And get this, China's even knocking on India's door, calling for a dragon-elephant tango to dodge the tariff storm. Will India bite? Hard to say, but China's desperate for friends. Trump's not blind to this. Today he pulled a surprise move, a 90-day tariff pause for most countries, dropping rates to a flat 10%, except for China, which stays at 125%. Why? Over 75 nations begged to negotiate, and Trump's rewarding them for not retaliating. China, though, they're the odd one out, and markets loved it. Stocks soared after the announcement. But don't be fooled, this war is far from over. My take, Trump's playing poker with a sledgehammer, betting China will fold. But Beijing's got aces up its sleeve, new allies, rare earths, and a stomach for a fight. This isn't just about trade anymore. It's a global power showdown. And the longer it drags on, the more we'll all feel the heat. Higher prices, shaky markets, you name it. And that's the latest on Trump's tariff war with China, escalating fast and shaking the world. So what's next in this economic showdown? Will Trump's pressure campaign succeed? Or will China's counter moves reshape global trade alliances forever? Let us know what you think. Is this tough love for fair trade, or are we heading into a dangerous spiral? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like, share, and subscribe to Entertain and Educate Talks for more gripping takes on global affairs. Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and stay ahead.